Well, good morning. You're watching the Breakfast News on Rajya Sabha television, the perfect show to kickstart your day, bringing you the top national, international and sports stories. I'm Aishwarya and here are the headlines. Short duration discussions slated in Rajya Sabha over price rise of essential commodities and petroleum products. Discussion listed in Lok Sabha on natural calamities. Speaker condemns disruptions, says messages that we are worse than school kids. Over 6 crore jobs estimated to have been generated under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban. Government says in Lok Sabha. Scheme launched in June 2015 aims to ensure housing for all by 2022. After Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, Assam government approves 600 crore farm loan waiver, nearly 8 lakh farmers to benefit. Gujarat announces complete waiver of 625 crore rupees electricity bills to 6 lakh people in rural areas. Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Kamal Nath criticized for comments on UP-Bihar migrants. BJP calls comments as divisive. Opposition parties, including SP and RJD, criticize, says remarks are wrong. And India's latest communication satellite GSAT-ZA to be launched from Sriharikota at 4:10 p.m. today. Satellite aimed to boost communication capabilities of defense forces and will have a mission life of 8 years. First up, news on winter session of Parliament, and it is the third day of the second week of the winter session. And in the Rajya Sabha's list of business today are 2 bills on education sector reforms, including the National Council for Teacher Education Amendment Bill 2018 and the Right of Children to Free and Compulsory Education Amendment Bill 2018. The Representation of the People Amendment Bill 2018 and the Trafficking of Persons Prevention, Protection and Rehabilitation Bill 2018 are also listed on the agenda in the upper house. And in the Lok Sabha, the Consumer Protection Bill 2018, the New Delhi International Arbitration Centre Bill 2018, the National Medical Commission Bill 2017 and the Surrogacy Regulation Bill 2016 are listed in today's business. And in the Rajya Sabha today, a short duration discussion is slated. Ghulam Nabi Azad, Anand Sharma, Bhuvneshwar Kalita, Manoj Kumar Jha, Binoy Viswam, Misha Bharti, KK Ragesh, Javed Ali Khan and Vandana Chavan will raise the discussion on the rise in the prices of essential commodities and petroleum products in the upper house. And also in the Lok Sabha, discussion under Rule 193 is listed today. Bhartruhari Mahatab and P. Venugopal will raise a discussion on natural calamities in various parts of the country, particularly in Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Odisha, with special reference to cyclones like Gaja and Titli. Well, our colleague Kriti Mishra is now joining us live from Vijay Chowk in the national capital. Kriti, in the last few days, we have seen, especially in the last 2 to 3 days, ever since the verdict of the Supreme Court came out on the Rafale deal, the opposition and the government are sparring in both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha over that. Can we expect some respite today? Because, the legislative business is piling up. And, of course, there are discussions slated in both houses today.
Well, Aishwarya, yesterday also on the 5th consecutive day, we saw disruptions over the issue of Kaveri and also on Rafale. Remember, the Congress is pushing for a JPC on the Rafale issue, while the government has absolutely rejected the demand of the Congress, saying that the Supreme Court has already given the clean chit and the word of the Supreme Court is the last word, and any political party cannot have findings contrary to what the Supreme Court has said. In fact, yesterday, MOS Parliamentary Affairs Vijay Goyal clarified on the House that the government was ready for discussion on all issues, including Rafale, on the floor of the House. He also alleged that the Congress was bereft of any real issue and was running away from discussion by scuttling and paralyzing the proceedings of the House. In fact, the chairman also assured the members of the Congress party that the notice for breach of privilege was under consideration on this particular issue.
Yes.
So remember, there are disruptions on this issue, and as you've said, the legislative agenda is piling up. There's also a short duration discussion of Leader of Opposition Ghulam Nabi Azad, which the chairman has admitted on price rise today. A discussion is expected on that. It's not just today. In fact, day before, also chairman had assured that all the notices on crucial issues for discussions have been admitted, and he has also urged all the members to engage in meaningful and didactic debate and discussion. So it remains to be seen whether a stalemate persists in the House or the House conducts crucial business. Aishwarya?
Absolutely. And Kriti, as far as legislative business is concerned, you've been talking about, several key bills that are hanging fire. So tell us, which are the key bills that we can expect that in this session they will be passed, of course, subject to the House running at least?
Well, Aishwarya, at the onset, at the commencement of the winter session of Parliament, the government had clarified that there are crucial bills to be taken up in the winter session of Parliament, and the government had listed around 46 bills. So that's definitely a very important, crucial legislative agenda. And as far as the Lok Sabha is concerned, you've seen the new version of anti-triple talaq bill was tabled. Even in the Rajya Sabha, there are important bills, like, for instance, today also there's the NCTE amendment bill, the right of children to free and compulsory education. There's also the representation of people amendment bill, and there's also a very important anti-trafficking bill. So important legislative agenda in both houses of Parliament. So it remains to be seen how a consensus is evolved between all the political parties, so this session becomes a fruitful and a productive one. Aishwarya?
Absolutely. So the political difference is really taking a toll on the winter session of our Parliament. Thank you so much, Kriti, for all those updates there from the national capital. And Rajya Sabha Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu on a Tuesday appealed to the members for smooth conduct of the proceedings of the House. He informed that notices for discussion on several issues have been admitted, and he urged the members to engage in meaningful debate and dialogue.
As soon as the House met for the day, Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu emphasized that notices on crucial issues have been admitted and discussions must not be stalled due to disruptions. The Chairman has consistently maintained that all issues would be allowed discussion under relevant and appropriate rules.
Honorable members, I have an appeal to make to all of you that whatever important issues are there, whichever I have received notice, depending on the first come first and also priority and merit of each case, they are being admitted. Price rise, agricultural crisis, and then with regard to the Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, to now some part of Orissa also, Titri, this cyclone. Fortunately, there is no cyclone in Uttar Pradesh, please don't add. This and cyclone notice has been admitted, and it has been now carried forward also. Today afternoon, there is a call attention on the same subject given by honorable members. And with regard to the privilege notice that has been given, it is under my examination. I have to go through it in detail because it's a little complicated. Matter is partly before the court and partly the government, but still I am not going to the merits. And then the government was saying they are willing for discussion. And with regard to members of Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, I have an appeal to make with regard to the notice given by members with regard to that Central Water Commission's decision and Mekadatu issue. I am willing to have a discussion in the House, and then I will be asking the concerned minister to come and respond to the members' queries, if any. Only thing is, because it's an interstate issue, I don't want members to go beyond a point and then create further controversies, because it will again raise tempers outside. Follow this much advice. That is my appeal to all of you. Today, once again, I want to appeal to all of you. Please have a peaceful conduct of the House and allow issues to be discussed. And particularly afternoon, we will be discussing the Tamil Nadu situation, Kerala situation, and Andhra Pradesh situation, party versus situation, arising out of the cyclone, and then bills afterwards, as have been already agreed upon.
The winter session of Parliament started on 11 December, but repeated disruptions have paralysed the proceedings. The upper house has so far passed the National Trust for Welfare of Persons with Autism, Cerebral Palsy, Mental Retardation and Multiple Disabilities Amendment Bill 2018. Kriti Mishra's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
And a short-term discussion on the issue of the devastation caused by cyclonic storm could not be held in the Rajya Sabha on Tuesday. The chairman expressed unhappiness over the proceedings being obstructed.
As the post-lunch session began in Rajya Sabha, Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu called upon AIADMK MP V. Maitreyan to begin discussions on the calling attention motion regarding the devastation caused by Titli and Gaja cyclones.
Calling attention to the matter of urgent public importance.
However, Deputy Leader of the Congress in the House, Anand Sharma, raised a point of order over the Rafale issue. The chairman denied him permission as the matter is in the Supreme Court.
When the Leader of Opposition was speaking and about the privilege notices that have been given, what could not be heard in the din at that time, and I have checked the records, the Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs referred to Shri Rahul Gandhi, who is Congress President but a member of the Lok Sabha, and asking him to apologize.
What is the point?
On what basis?
Please.
On what basis? Shri Rahul Gandhi is a member of the other house.
Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs Vijay Goyal said the government was ready to discuss any issue. The chairman also expressed displeasure over the discussion on important issues like the damage caused by cyclones not happening.
I think you people are not interested in discussing public issues. Cyclone is a serious issue. People have lost their lives. Farmers are very much affected. Not one state, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and also Andhra Pradesh and other states. And you people are not interested in discussing. You want to create din in the house.
This was the second consecutive day this week when only formal business could be conducted in the House. On Tuesday, 3 important legislations had also been listed for passage. Panchanan Mishra's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
And the Lok Sabha was also adjourned for the day on Tuesday, despite the government's repeated statement that it is willing to discuss all issues under relevant rules. Various parties protested over the Rafale deal, construction of a dam across Kaveri River and other issues. Only one question relating to the production of garlic was taken up during the question hour amid sloganeering. And amid the uproar, the National Institute of Design Amendment Bill 2018 was introduced. Amid the sloganeering, Lok Sabha Speaker Sumitra Mahajan lamented the disruption, saying that it was sending out a wrong message.
I am again and again requesting you, please don't do that. So, मेरा निवेदन है, please go to your seat. Whatever discussion you want, कौन से रूल के अंतर्गत, पार्लियामेंट तो रूल के अनुसार ही चलेगी, और नहीं तो अपने आप को आप जानते हो, कुछ कड़े रूल फिर से बनाना पड़ेंगे. और मुझे सुनना, मैं आई एम सॉरी, मैं आज ओपनली बोल रही हूँ. कई बार बाहर के देशों के लोग भी बोलते हैं व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन इंडिया. कई बार मुझे मैसेज आ रहे हैं, मैडम हमारा स्कूल अच्छा चलता है. आप समझो कि हम क्या मैसेज देना चाहते हैं कि हम स्कूली बच्चों से भी गए गुजरे हो गए हैं. आई एम सॉरी, हम जिम्मेदार, लाखों लोगों ने हमें चुन के दिया है, 10-10, 15-15 लाख वोट हम पाते हैं. थोड़ा सा हम जिम्मेदारी निभाएं. पार्लियामेंट इज फॉर डिस्कशन. आपको डिस्कशन हम अलाउ कर रहे हैं. मैं रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेती हूँ. मैं गवर्नमेंट को कहूँगी कि ये विषय डिस्कस करो, बट प्लीज पार्लियामेंट को कहीं ना कहीं एक स्टैंडर्ड मेंटेन करें. ये हाथ जोड़ के निवेदन है.
And the government has informed the Lok Sabha that the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban is believed to have generated employment for over 6 crore people in the country. Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri, in a written reply to a question in the Lok Sabha, said that as per the 2014 study report of the National Council of Applied Economic Research, for every 1 lakh rupees invested in the housing sector, 2.65 new jobs are created in the economy. He added that on this basis, it is estimated that a total of 6.07 crore employment might have so far been generated through implementation of the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban across the country. The ministry said that it refers to the number of jobs created irrespective of duration. The Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban, launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in June 2015, aims to ensure housing for all by 2022. According to an official figure, till 12th of December, a total of 65,43,970 houses have been approved for construction under the Yojana across the country. All right, let's get to some other news now. Prime Minister Narendra Modi was in Maharashtra on Tuesday for a day-long visit to Mumbai and Pune to inaugurate infrastructure and housing projects worth about 41,000 crore rupees. The projects included the ambitious Thane-Bhiwandi-Kalyan corridor in Kalyan town of Mumbai. And speaking after the ceremony in Kalyan, the Prime Minister described Metro as the lifeline of cities in the country.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday said over the past 4 years, under BJP rule, Maharashtra has been scaling up infrastructure projects. The Prime Minister was laying the foundation stones for 2 metro projects in Kalyan area of Thane district in Mumbai. The 2 projects include the Thane-Bhiwandi-Kalyan Metro 5 and the Dahisar-Mira Bhayandar Metro 9, both costing over 15,000 crore rupees.
किसी भी देश के विकास की महत्वपूर्ण कड़ी होता है। भारत तो दुनिया के उन देशों में है जहां तेज गति से शहरीकरण हो रहा है। हाल में एक रिसर्च सामने आई है कि आने वाले दशक में दुनिया के टॉप 10 सबसे तेजी से विकसित होते शहरों में सारे 10
The Prime Minister also laid foundation stone for affordable housing projects worth over 33,000 crore rupees in the city. He launched the Navi Mumbai Town Planning Authority (SIDCO's) mass housing scheme worth 18,000 crore rupees that will offer around 89,771 affordable units under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. Addressing the gathering, the Prime Minister criticized the slow pace of works on metro projects under the previous government, saying it took them 8 years to build the city's first metro line from Ghatkopar to Versova in suburban Mumbai.
साल 2006 में मेट्रो की पहली परियोजना की शुरुआत की गई, लेकिन 8 साल तक क्या हुआ, कहां मामला अटक गया, बताना मुश्किल है। पहली लाइन 2014 में शुरू हो पाई और वो भी सिर्फ 11 किलोमीटर की लाइन। 8 साल में सिर्फ और सिर्फ 11 किलोमीटर। 2014 के बाद हमने तय किया कि मेट्रो लाइन बिछाने की स्पीड भी बढ़ेगी और स्केल भी बढ़ेगी।
Addressing another gathering in Thane, the Prime Minister added that by 2024, Mumbai will have a 275-kilometer long metro line. He said in the coming 3 years, 35-kilometer long metro line will be added to the existing network. Later in Pune, after laying the foundation stone of Pune Metro Line 3 from Hinjawadi to Shivajinagar, the Prime Minister said more cities in Maharashtra will be brought under the ambit of metro services.
देश में मेट्रो के विकास के लिए पहली बार जो मेट्रो पॉलिसी बनाई है, उसके तहत बनने वाला ये प्रोजेक्ट पहला प्रोजेक्ट है। ये प्रोजेक्ट पीपीपी यानी पब्लिक प्राइवेट पार्टनरशिप में बनाया जा रहा है। एक साल पहले जो नई मेट्रो रेल पॉलिसी सरकार ने बनाई है, ये देश में मेट्रो के विस्तार के प्रति हमारे संकल्प को दिखाती है।
The Prime Minister was accompanied by Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis and Urban Development Minister Hardeep Singh Puri. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And after Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, Assam government has approved a 600 crore rupees farm loan waiver, which will benefit the state's 8 lakh farmers. The state has decided to write off 25% loan of farmers up to a maximum of 25,000 rupees of all farm debts. The waiver will be for all the loan taken through Kisan Credit Card and from PSU banks. The government has also sanctioned an interest relief scheme which will enable around 19 lakh farmers to take loans at zero interest from the next financial year. The cabinet also approved a subsidy up to 10,000 rupees to incentivize farmers if they take loan from KCC. And Gujarat government has announced a complete waiver of 625 crore rupees in unpaid electricity bills under its one-time settlement scheme for over 6 lakh people living in rural parts of the state. Now, people living in rural areas can get back their electricity connection by paying just 500 rupees irrespective of the due amount, including principal and interest. The scheme will also benefit those who had been booked for electricity theft and subsequently lost their power connection. On to some other news, Congress President Rahul Gandhi said on Tuesday that his party has fulfilled the promises made to the farmers on the first day of assuming power in Chhattisgarh and in Madhya Pradesh, and that work has started in Rajasthan too to implement the promise soon.
हमने वायदा किया था कि 10 दिन में कर्जा माफ होने का काम शुरू हो जाएगा। 2 स्टेट्स में मैं खुशी से कह रहा हूं 2 स्टेट में 6 घंटे नहीं लगे और तीसरे स्टेट में होने वाला है।
And the BJP has reacted sharply to Rahul Gandhi's comment on farm loan waivers, saying that the farmers suffered the most under the Congress rule.
कांग्रेस के राज में किसान परेशान हुए, किसानों की खेती परेशान हुई। कांग्रेस पार्टी 70 साल में 60 साल शासन की है और देश के किसानों के लिए क्या किया इन्होंने देश ने देखा है। तो आज जो एक प्रकार से स्वांग किया जा रहा है ये भी देश देखेगा।
Meanwhile, several leaders have criticized Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Kamal Nath's comment that locals in his state are deprived of jobs due to migrants from Bihar and Uttar Pradesh getting jobs. The BJP accused Kamal Nath of promoting divisive politics and pitting one region against the other. JDU leaders called the statement an assault on the federal structure of the country. Leaders of the RJD left and former Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav termed Kamal Nath's comments wrong, as the constitution allows every citizen of the country to work and live anywhere. And the BJP members also staged a protest and raised the slogans demanding an apology from Kamal Nath outside his Delhi residence on the issue. However, the MP Congress hit back, saying that the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister was talking about providing employment to the people of his own state, and it should be a priority of those ruling Bihar as well.
उनके इस बचकाना बयान को मैं समझता हूं उनके लोग कहते हैं कि अनुभव बहुत है, लेकिन ये अनुभवहीनता का परिचायक है और उत्तर प्रदेश के और बिहार के लोगों से जो वो घृणा करते हैं उसका इसमें एहसास हो रहा है। बेहतर ये हो कि वो मध्य प्रदेश में जो वादे किए उसको पूरा करें।
इस तरह का काम करना ये गलत है। महाराष्ट्र में आपको समय समय पर सुनने को मिलता है कि उत्तर भारतीय क्यों आ गए यहाँ पर, उत्तर भारतीय कारोबार क्यों कर रहे हैं, उत्तर भारतीय नौकरी में क्यों आ गए। ये बात एक बार दिल्ली से भी आई थी, अब ये बात मध्य प्रदेश से आ रही है, और अगर उत्तर भारत के लोग तय कर लें तो केंद्र में कौन आएगा।
And India's advanced communication satellite GSAT-ZA is set to be launched at 4:10 p.m. today from Sriharikota. The satellite will be launched on board GSLV-F-11 and if successful, it will give a boost to the Defence Forces communication capabilities in our country. Take a look at this report.
ISRO is all set to launch communication satellite GSAT-ZA on board the GSLV-F-11 from the Satish Dhawan Space Centre in Sriharikota. The satellite weighs 2.2 tons and will be launched by the geosynchronous satellite launch vehicle rocket. It will be carried by the geosynchronous satellite launch vehicle F-11, which is ISRO's 35th communication satellite and the 13th flight of the GSLV rocket.
Today, you are controlling the unmanned vehicle using ground communication system. So, which means that you can control it only in the range where your ground communication system can go. But if you are in the space, then your range increases. So, you can send your and control your unmanned vehicle for a larger radius. That's, I think, a very important step in terms of defense preparedness, that defense capabilities that India would get out of this satellite.
Built by the Indian Space Research Organisation, the mission life of GSAT-ZA is 8 years. It will provide communication capability to users in KU band over the Indian region. GSAT-ZA has been built exclusively for the Indian Air Force and the Indian Army and will add to their communication capabilities.
This will also improve and also will become a backbone for the communication purpose for the armed forces, because the ground facilities can be put into stress, but whereas the space facility, it's not easy to put into stress. So it can provide you a continuous support, and many handheld devices can be used now by defense personnel for various operations. One can develop those things. These are all future that can come out of this GSAT-ZA.
The GSAT-ZA mission will be the agency's last mission for the year. This year, ISRO launched GSAT-11 on the 5th of December on a European vehicle from French Guyana's Kourou. GSAT-29 on November 14th on its GSLV Mark III vehicle, and the ill-fated GSAT-6A on the 29th of March from Sriharikota. With inputs from Aruna Thakur, Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
That's it in this edition of Breakfast News. Thanks for watching. Have a lovely day ahead.